All right, you guys, welcome back for the final part of this lesson, okay? All right, so now I'm on chapter 22. And oh no, actually it's one more after this. I'm sorry. Well, it may be it depends on how long because this video lasts. I only can do 20 minutes, so it could be the last, or I might have one more. But I'm hoping for the last. Okay. All right. So you guys, I'm on chapter 22 right now. I'm going to read from here, verse 1, then verse 9 to 25, and if I have enough time, I will read chapter 15. Okay. So chapter 22. Yeah. Chapter 22, verse 1 reads as follows, right? In the first week, in the 44th Jubilee, in the second year, that is the year in which Abraham died, Isaac and Ishmael came from the well of the oak to celebrate the Feast of Weeks, which is the feast of the first fruits of the harvest to Abraham, their father, and Abraham rejoiced because his two sons had come. Now, okay, so this was during the time, the sons had come. Abraham was really on his way out, but he was glad they came. Isaac and Jacob got together, okay? So like I said, now I'm going to go straight to verse 9 through 25 in this chapter 22, right? All right. So verse 9, and this is what Abraham begs Jacob to do, okay? Because Jacob was the chosen seed, okay? So he's talking to Jacob right now as his chosen seed. Although Abraham have other kids by Hagar and Keturah, but remember Jacob's seed was the chosen one, right? The holy portion, the dowry that the Father chose himself as a holy nation, the kingdom of God forever and ever, okay? All right, verse 9. My God, may your mercy and your peace be on your servant and on the offspring of his sons, that they may be to you a chosen nation and an inheritance from among all the nations of the earth, from now on to all the days of the generations of the earth, to all the ages. He called Jacob and said, my son Jacob, may the God of all bless you and strengthen you to do righteousness and his will before him. And may he choose you and your offspring, that you may become a people for his inheritance according to his will always. Okay? My son Jacob, draw near and kiss me. And he drew near and kissed him, and he said, blessed be my son Jacob and all the sons of God most high to all the ages. May God give to you an offspring of righteousness, and some of your sons may he sanctify throughout the whole earth. May nations serve you, and all the nations bow themselves before your offspring. Be strong in the presence of men and exercise authority over all the offspring of Seth. Remember I told you guys who Seth's offspring was in probably the second video I did, okay? And just remind you guys, Seth's offspring, let's see, I got that one. Seth's offspring became the righteous lineage of patriarchs that led to Noah, whom survived the great flood, okay? So Seth was the first, this offspring was the first ones to call upon the Father, right? Now, okay, so when Abraham says, let me see, I want to go back to that Seth thing. My son, shaking he draw, okay, he sanctified my next to serve you. Okay, here we go again. Be strong in the presence of men and exercise authority over all the offspring of Seth, okay? Now, the offspring of Seth is Enosh, which is a direct son, and they also call him Enos, then Kenan, then Mahalalel, then Jared, then Enoch, then Methuselah, then Lamech, who was Noah's father. Then from Noah came Shem, who was Noah's eldest son, then Ham, the second eldest, then Japheth was his third son, okay, the last one. And Abraham came from Shem lineage, okay? Shem is the son where God chose his holy nation from, his chosen seed to be a blessing to everyone on earth from that time until all generations that take place upon the earth, right? So from Shem came Abraham, and from Abraham came Ishmael, Isaac, and Keturah's sons. But the chosen seed from Abraham was from Sarah, okay, who he made the covenant with, Jacob, right? So again, Abraham, descendants came from Seth, okay? So again, be strong in the presence of men and exercise authority over all the offspring of Seth. Then your ways and the ways of your sons will be justified, so that they should become a holy nation. Excuse me. All right. May the Most High God give you all the blessings with which he has blessed me, and he blessed Noah and Adam. May they rest on the sacred head of your offspring from generation to generation forever. May he cleanse you from all unrighteousness and impurity, so that you may be forgiven all the transgressions which you have committed ignorantly. May he strengthen you and bless you. So remember, forgive you. May he forgive you for your transgressions that you have committed ignorantly. And ignorantly means you didn't know. You done it ignorantly, so you get a chance to repent. But now I'm reading it to you guys so you know what the Father is expecting of you, Jacob, especially if you want to be the chosen seed, because you want to be the chosen seed under two circumstances, right? From Jacob, right? From Abraham's son Isaac, then Jacob, then Israel. That makes you the chosen seed, because it's a holy nation automatically. But to maintain being a chosen seed and not be rooted out, you should not be eating no blood or anything like that of any animals, okay? And your man child should be circumcised on the 8th day. All right. All right, so here we go. May he cleanse you from all unrighteousness and impurity, so that you may be forgiven all the transgressions which you have committed ignorantly. May he strengthen you and bless you. May you inherit the whole earth, and may he renew his covenant with you, so that you may be to him a nation for his inheritance for all the ages, and so that he may be to you and to your offspring a God in truth and righteousness throughout all the days of the earth. My son Jacob, remember my words. Observe the commandments of Abraham, your father. Separate yourselves from the nations, the Gentiles. Again, separate yourselves from the nations, the Gentiles, and do not eat with them. Do not emulate their works, and do not associate with them, because their works are unclean, and all their ways are a pollution and an abomination and uncleanliness. Let me just read that one more time again. My son Jacob, remember my words. Observe the commandments of Abraham your father. Separate yourself from the nations, who are the Gentiles, right? And do not eat with them. Do not emulate their works, and do not associate with them, because their works are unclean, and all their ways are a pollution and an abomination and uncleanness. They offer their sacrifices to the dead, and they worship evil spirits, and they eat over the graves, and all their works are empty and nothingness. Maybe I need some water, but I'm going to finish this. Again, they offer their sacrifices to the dead, and they worship evil spirits, and they eat over the graves, and all their works are empty and nothingness. They have no heart to understand, and their eyes do not see what their works are, and how they go astray by saying to a piece of wood, you are my God, and to a stone, you are my Lord, and you are my deliverer, because the stone and wood have no heart. Again, they have no heart to understand, and their eyes do not see what their works are, and how they go astray by saying to a piece of wood, you are my God, and to a stone, you are my Lord, and you are my deliverer, because the stone and wood have no heart. And as for you, my son Jacob, may the Most High God help you, and the God of heaven bless you, and remove you from their uncleanness and from all their error. Jacob, he warned, do not take a wife from any offspring of the daughters of Canaan, for all his offspring are to be rooted out of the earth. Because of the transgression of Ham, Canaan erred, and all his offspring shall be destroyed from the earth, including any remnant of it, and none springing from him shall exist except on the day of judgment. Now, you guys know when he say, because of the transgression of Ham, Canaan era. Ham, you during the time when Noah had got drank something. Ham was mocking him and everything, laughing. It took Japheth and Shem to come get him, and that's why Ham, Ham's son Canaan erred. Now he have a curse on him, right? And Canaan not only erred in that way because of Ham mocking the father, but Canaan erred to the point where when the father allotted land to Shem, Ham, Japheth, Canaan took the land of Shem, which he was not supposed to have, right? Because Noah gave them all the land, and under sacred laws and under the covenant, right? And all of them agreed to the land that I believe Shem got the middle of the land. Shem got the middle of the land. Japheth got the cold land, which is the north, and Ham got the hot land, which is in the south. Okay. But Canaan's son, who's supposed to have the same land as his father Ham, decided to take Shem land, right? And what happened was, that everything should be rooted out because of that too. Because he took Shem land when Noah had distributed all their lots, right? And it was sanctified and it was sacred, right? So because of Ham, Canaan erred. Canaan took the land of Shem, right, and called it the land of Canaan, which is why the father sent Abraham to take over the land of Canaan, which was why the father sent Abraham, right, and said that you should go to the land of the Canaanites and this should be your land, because it initially belonged to Shem, but Canaan took it forcefully on his own, disobeyed the lot that Shem had gave Ham, Japheth, and that Noah had gave Ham, Japheth, and Shem. Okay, so because of the transgression of Ham, Canaan erred, and all his offspring shall be destroyed from the earth, including any remnant of it, right? And none springing from him should shall exist except on the day of judgment. All right, 22. And as for all the worshippers of idols and the profane, there shall be no hope for them in the land of the living, and no one on earth will remember them. For they shall descend into the abode of the dead, and they shall go into the place of the condemnation. And as for the children of Sodom, as the children of Sodom were taken away from the earth, so will all those who will worship idols be taken away. Fear not, my son Jacob. Be not dismayed, son of Abraham. May the Most High God preserve you from destruction, and may he deliver you from all the paths of error. This house have I built for myself, that I might put my name on it in the earth. It is given to you and to your offspring forever, and it will be named the house of Abraham. You guys should also know that Abraham had land named after him too, but it was taken back then, okay? All of us should be getting back when Messiah come back, when the Father come, and send his son for judgment. Everything should come back, all the feasts, because the covenant they made, right? And if the chosen seed have followed these two eternal laws of not eating blood and circumcising their man-child on the 8th day, then they should receive their inheritance as well. But if not, you should be rooted out. Chosen seed of now, because this is turned to a law of Israel. But any man who eat the blood of any animals, livestock, cattle, or birds flying in the heavens should be rooted off, and so is their offspring. Should not exist until the day of judgment. All right. Again, fear not, my son Jacob. Be not dismayed, son of Abraham. May the Most High God preserve you from destruction, and may he deliver you from all the paths of error. This house have I built for myself, that I might put my name on it in the earth. It is given to you and to your offspring forever, and it will be named the house of Abraham. It is given to you and your offspring forever. For you will build my house and establish my name before God forever. Your offspring and your name will stand throughout all generations of the earth. and he ceased commanding him and blessing him. Okay? And that was the end. I said I'm going to go to 25, right? Let's make sure. 9 to 25. All right. So I just finished up with 25, okay? And I can read 24 and 25 one more time. This house have I built for myself, that I might put my name on earth. It is given to you and to your offspring forever, and it will be named the house of Abraham. And it was named the house of Abraham, but of course they came, they took it, and destroyed it and everything, but it will be back, right? And it is given to you and your offspring forever. For you will build my house and establish my name before God forever. Your offspring and your name will stand throughout all generations of the earth. He ceased commanding him and blessing him. All right, you guys. So I guess I'm going to have to go and do another video to do chapter 15, okay? Because I am at 15 minutes. I don't have enough time. I got to be done before 20 minutes. All right, I'll see you guys on my last final reading, my last video and teaching for the day. Happy Friday. Happy preparation for you guys. Saturday. Love y'all. Bye now.